What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy, the Ultimate Rage, coming back with yet another live here in the No Cap Zone, where we have a strict dress code. Now get the fuck off with that capping ass bullshit, okay? The only kind of cap that we allow around these parts is your thinking cap. Otherwise, you gotta move the fuck around, okay? You gotta get the hell away from me. Because around these parts, all we care about are the facts, the truth, the data, the information, the statistics. You know, things that can actually be demonstrated in real life. You know what I'm saying? You know, like in real time. You know, like while we're actually alive, while we're sane, while we're of sound mind, because otherwise I literally have no fucking idea what these loonies be talking about. And to tell you the truth, they don't know what the hell they're fucking talking about, which is why we have to talk about it. So, let's fucking talk about it. So as always, make sure you hit that like, hit the subscribe, turn on notifications. Head to the website, offtheline.com/awaken.php. The link is available in the description. Join the Discord, which is ground zero for human ascension. That's where we're going to ascend. So come through. Holla at your motherfucking boy, alright? And leave a comment. Let me know what the hell you're thinking. Let me know that you're here, that you fucking with it. So, anywho, I don't have anything necessarily planned for today. But as always, we're doing this shit live. Alright, so that's what I do. I just fucking find shit and then we discuss it. Because, look, the reality is this. We as a human race have no idea what the fuck we're doing. We're just a bunch of chickens running around with our heads cut off, with no sense of direction, no clear sense of urgency, just fucking around bullshitting. Which is why I say America's become what I call the scam capital, the capital of the world, the divided states of corporations, where everybody likes to be fake as fuck. Everybody wants to pull on the facade. Everybody wants to act like everything's hunky-dory when we clearly see it's fucked up. Everything around us is fucked up. And motherfuckers pretending like they don't know what the hell that motherfucker talking about. What's up, Harley? Yeah, I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did. Even if it was true, so fucking what? That's the whole thing I'm still trying to figure out. And that's what we're gonna get into, as usual, because I always say this all the time. I'm an atheist. I'm an anti-theist. I do not believe in none of that sci-fi fantasy bullshit. I am a Gnostic atheist. I will tell you straight to your face, God is fake. Jesus is not real. He never existed. If I granted you that he was a real dude, he was just a regular fucking dude. At best, he was a great magician because he fooled the fucking world. He fooled all of y'all. How can a dude be so fucking useless, yet so amazing that he can fool billions of fucking people into becoming bitch-ass simps for this dude who accomplished not a goddamn thing and who literally does not a goddamn thing for them at all? A handful of people experience a great life, experience vast riches and vast resources. The majority of people are fucked up, suffering from various psychological disorders and or substance abuses. Motherfuckers have no clear clue about reality what the fuck soever. They subscribe to these ridiculous sci-fi fantasy ideologies, and as a result, everything around us is a dystopian fucking nightmare. A fucking lipstick on a fucking pig. Motherfuckers walking around, you see all this nice infrastructure, all these buildings and all these people fucked up. All kinds of fucking psychological fucking problems. All kinds of mental issues. All kinds of tart talk all over the place. People acting like everything that they do is so dope and so real and so true. And at the end of the day, none of that shit make any goddamn sense. None of it makes any fucking sense. And that's why we have to talk about it. Because as I always talk about, America it's become a Christian nightmare. I mean, Christians are fucking everywhere. And They run everything. They're in every position in government, including the literal highest of levels. And yet, this is the best that they can do. Because they're fucking retarded. They don't know what the hell they're fucking talking about. They don't know what the hell they're doing, and they do everything possible to shield themselves from any and every form of scrutiny. That's why they hate me so much. That's why they work so tirelessly to try to censor me. Because not only are they full of shit, but they know that they're fucking full of shit. They have nothing to justify their sci-fi fantasy lunacy. If they had any facts, data, or information, then it should not be difficult at all for any of them to demonstrate it to us. I don't like to play games with people when it comes to facts and truth and reality. I'm always contemplating reality. I'm always thinking about what this reality is. I'm always questioning, what the fuck is this all around me, right? What are we in? What is this? Like, is this all that there is? Is this reality a simulation? Is it a fucking E8 lattice? Is it a bunch of strings? Like, or is it really some supernatural, super intelligent deity that just super duper super created everything? And so the fact that there are billions of these theists, these people who believe in this God stuff, who assert that there's this supernatural thing, they're all around the motherfucking world. They're loud as fuck. They're hyper represented all over the fucking world. And yet, I literally don't understand why. I don't know why there's still so fucking many of them, and why they're so obnoxious and loud about their sci-fi fantasy bullshit, despite the fact that it is literally sci-fi fantasy bullshit. Not one single theist of any kind. Not a Christian, not a Muslim, not a Hindu, nothing. None of them can demonstrate any of their stuff. They have had more than enough time and opportunity to show us any of that talk-ass bullshit that they love to preach about all the fucking day. And at the end of the day, nothing. They got nothing. They literally have nothing to show for all that talky ass shit they be talking about. They always saying God this, God that, God gonna do this, God gonna do that. Where the fuck is this God shit that they talking about? I don't understand it. No, I didn't watch it, but you know what's good about that? That means that we can watch it now. We can watch it right fucking now. So, let's fucking do that. Why fucking not? Give me a second. So, while I get this video, I always posit these questions to theists every day because I'm tired of the fucking bullshit. Tired of the back and forth. I'm tired of the debates. Tired of this. Tired of that. It's time that we, as a human race, as Americans, that we actually work interdependently with synergy to figure it all the fuck out. If there is this supposed God thing, then there should be a way to actually detect this right fucking now. Considering how many billions of people swear by this thing, then there should be some way that they can show us this thing right now. Otherwise, what the fuck is the point of fucking talking about this crap? What is the point in hearing what the hell they have to say? Why are we even entertaining this shit? That's why I am a Gnostic atheist. That's why I specify being a Gnostic atheist. I know that there is no God because these Christians don't know what the fuck they're talking about. These Muslims don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Hindus don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Any and every fucking form of theism that exists don't know what the fuck they're talking about. If they did, they could show us right now. Right now. Right now. Right now, I don't want to hear nothing about faith. I don't want to hear nothing about emotions. I don't want to hear nothing about hopes and wishes and dreams and feelings. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a single fucking fuck about your bitch ass feelings. At least when it comes to facts, data, information, and truth. Your feelings have zero bearing on facts. Unless I'm asking you about facts concerning specifically your weak ass feelings. And then I will ask you about that. Otherwise, I don't give a fuck. It is irrelevant. Don't mention it at all to me. Show me the stuff that you are talking about. That's all I want. That stuff, that Jesus stuff, that Father, Son, Holy Spirit stuff, that Krishna, Vishnu, Zenu, Bitinu, Maninu, Gadinu, Batinu, Zeus and fucking Poseidon and fucking Horizon and Devizen and Maniathon and Phatiathon and Peliathon and Cassiathon and whatever the fuck. Whatever the fuck these sci-fi, fantasy, supernatural, spiritual, miracle creatures that you're like, oh, no, they're totally schmotally real. There's a demon inside of you. There's a fucking Satan inside of you. Or there's a Don't you understand my faith? Don't you understand my faith? Fuck your fucking faith. Fuck faith. It's about facts. Facts. That's what we're all about now. Facts. That's all I give a fuck about. If you ain't got that, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out my face. Get out of my face. There's nothing to talk about. You can blah, 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 blah all day. You can tell me that I need to go find the dude or the thing or this whatever the fuck you're talking about. I need to go here. I need to go there. I need to open my heart or open my mind or open my eyes. Whatever the fuck you're talking about. Unless you're showing me that stuff, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing you guys say. Matter of fact, don't even say a fucking word to me. Just show me that stuff that you're talking about and don't reply to me unless that's literally what the fuck you're doing. I don't care. Oh, I'm being so rude. Oh, I'm using cuss words. I'm using language that I don't give a fuck. Fuck. Suck my dick, you fucking punk ass bitch. And show me that shit that you were just fucking talking about right now. Chop. I ain't got time for all this back and forth bickering stuff. I ain't got no, how else do you, but don't you see the trees? Don't you see? But it's outside the, nah, I don't care. I don't care. Whatever it is, wherever it is, show us now. Right now. This second, this instant. Otherwise, what the hell are you talking about? What in the goddamn fuck are you talking about? So, before I continue on my diatribe, I'm going to show y'all this video that the homegirl Harley sent me so that we could critique it. Let's see what the fuck is up. Oh, I've talked about this story. I've covered this story multiple times. The poly, yeah. We've talked, but I'll continue to play it. I'll play it. Hey, by the way, I'd like you to know that this has been par for the fucking course in every church the entire fucking time. This has been par for the course for Christianity the whole time. The whole entire time. It's time for people to recognize this fact. Christianity is simply not true. It is impossible to be true, especially in lieu of these kinds of stories that we find every single fucking day. The good thing about this video is that it added more context to the conversations we already mentioned, but it's like, it doesn't even fucking matter. We cover this shit every day. Every day we cover this shit. We talk about this shit every single fucking day. The shit does not end, and it will never end, at least until Christianity, and or should I say, theism as a whole ends. But it's going to take even more than that, because as I've stated, we know that this is not a unique to theism thing, but at the same time, theism is like, it controls everything, so it kind of is like the problem. I mean, I acknowledge that theists aren't the only ones. Deviant behavior exists in every demographic, every gender, every sexual preference and identity and all that shit. If we really got into the nitty gritty of what people think and what people like and want, we would probably learn a lot more about people than we would care to. We would probably learn that there's a lot more weirdo behavior among us than we like to know. The fact of the matter is that we actually have to be real about the fact that theism will never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever, never, ever, and I mean never fucking ever, have any solution for really anything, let alone sexual deviancy. Matter of fact, the opposite is true. Theism is where sexual deviance exists the most. I always show this data point, and I will always show it. And I just find it funny. I had this Christian the other day. I would show you the comment, but I blocked the dude because fuck him. I block Christians that come at me with their sci-fi fantasy lunacy. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with these fucking loonies. I won't do it. I refuse to do it. Because it's a waste, especially through text. Text is like the worst method for having debates with theists and all that. No, that's why I like doing lives, right? That's why I like doing lives on TikTok, because their platform is perfect for debating with theists on the platform. It just, at the same time, it's not, because the censorship is fucking crazy. But their interface, minus the censorship, is perfect for doing lives, having direct debates. Even though I don't do debates, and I tell people this all the fucking time. I don't do debates, I do demonstrates. Show me the shit that you're talking about, and the debate is over. I'm not, there's no point in this world, but see, the facts show us that it appears that it leads to, it suggests that, I'm not dealing with suggestions, I'm dealing with facts. So if there's this thing, if it suggests that there's this creator, and that the creator is your creator, show us right the fuck now, and I don't want to hear nothing else from you fucks. I don't want to hear, well, but how else could it, I don't want to hear, well, but Pascal's wager, I don't want to hear no apologetic of any fucking kind. Yeah, I show this all the time. There are studies that demonstrate that the faith community is even more vulnerable to abuse than secular environments. The Abel and Harlow study revealed that 93% of sex offenders describe themselves as religious, and that this category of offender may be the most dangerous. Other studies have found that sexual abusers within faith communities have more victims than younger victims. And see, I had the Christian literally trying to tell me, no, that shit's fake, that shit's made up, that shit don't even exist, that study doesn't even exist. I'm like, alright, I'm not finna fucking argue with your mama. But what I did do, conversely, is say, okay, well, even if I accepted your claim that this shit is fake, it is a false data point, it's not real, the study is not respectable, it's not perfect science, whatever. I don't need that. I could just show you all these fucking stories just within the past, like, week. Just from within the past, like, 6 months. All these motherfucking stories, all these motherfucking settlements in the Catholic Church, and the fucking NBC News got a whole motherfucking series on fucking weirdos and shit. Like, I mean, it's a fucking goddamn shame. And through it all, strangely enough, no Jesus anywhere to be fucking found. Huh, weird. Strange how there's all these Christians all over the fucking world, and not a single fucking fucking one of them can show us any of that fucking shit. Not one. How is that possible? That's why I call it the ultimate rage paradox. There are literally billions of fucking theists all across the fucking world. Billions of them. And there have been for thousands of fucking years. So many fucking people that subscribe to the sci-fi fantasy fucking bullshit. And despite all of that, despite all the people, despite all the infrastructure, all the groups, all the money and resources that they've amassed. I mean, we're talking about a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Not a single theist of any kind can show us any of their theological crap to be real? Okay, yes, they can show us a bunch of antisocial behavior. They have no problem demonstrating and displaying their savagery, okay? They have no problem showing us their ridiculous ritualistic practices and all that type of shit, right? They're showing us all of their fucking Jesus, and you just hold hands and hope that they do a lot of that shit. They do a lot of Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you. They do a lot of that crap. What the fuck does that actually do, though? How the fuck does that actually help, though? I'm still trying to figure out how these things help humanity, for real, right now. How they're actually contributing to human improvement and ascension right now. What actually is getting accomplished? What problems are actually getting solved directly as a result of Christianity, Islam, or anything? What are they discovering? What are they inventing? What are they doing that's helping the fucking world in such a way that's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my freaking god, oh my god, oh my god, it's so amazing. It's so amazing. I only have this video from you, Harley, so if you say you sent other videos, I don't see them. I just see this one. Whatever. The point is, we find so many stories of failures, infighting, schisms, disagreements, just complete and utter failure of religion as a whole. Because what are they doing? If you ask them, what exactly are they doing? They'll probably all tell you that they're serving the Lord. And yet, they all have complete and utter disagreements about what the fuck that actually means. How is that possible? How is it possible that people who have the truth can't agree on that, and they all talk about being directly connected to the same superintelligence? They have a direct connection to the ultimate super duper super intelligence, and yet zero of these people can show us this super intelligence? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. So it trips me out that we still have to have these discussions in the modern age. It's so mind-boggling to me to see so fucking many people who are hyper dedicated to the greatest scam of all time. Supernatural super bullshit. Sci-fi fantasy nonsense, right? At least people who are, at least as far as I'm aware, people who are fans of Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings and fucking, Game of Thrones, shit like that, they know that the shit isn't real, right? They might be really big fans of it. They might dress up and do cosplay and shit like that. They might got posters all in their room. They probably got the books, all the books. They probably don't even like the movies all that much because they're so unfaithful to the fucking books. The books are always so goddamn much better. Why the fuck didn't they even include chapter 3? They just totally skipped chapter 3. How the fuck they gonna skip chapter 3 and just jump straight to chapter 4? Chapter 4 don't even make sense without chapter 3. How the fuck they gonna not include that shit? I don't give a fuck about that shit. Hey, to y'all, whatever, that's y'all shit, cool. But at least I respect the fact that y'all understand that this is a fantasy. This is not real. Lord of the Rings is not real. There is not some Frodo or some whatever the fuck, I don't even know. I only seen the first one like 20 years ago, so I don't really know much about, remember much about it. I get why people like it. I'm just not a big fantasy guy. I like reality. That's kind of my thing. But to each their own, you know, so each their own. I'm just saying, not my shit. The fact of the matter is, the people who subscribe to these sci-fi fantasy ideologies, who believe them to be true, real, accurate, useful, helpful, amazing, righteous, delusional. And that's coming from somebody who subscribed to one of these ideologies once upon a time. So it's not like I'm saying this from a position of just, I've always been an atheist. No, I used to be a Christian. I used to think that I loved the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Except, like, I came to my fucking senses. Took a little while. But I eventually came to my senses because I'm like, I could never get over the concept of hell. It just didn't make any sense to me that the ultimate super duper creator of the universe would create creatures that it knows what it's going to do. I created these characters, I created these game sprites, these bots to have these specific features, yet I'm gonna get mad at that specific creature for the features that I placed upon it. I'm gonna fucking make you gay and then be mad at you for being gay even though I made you that way. That's retarded. I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. If that's the way the Lord operates, then the Lord is retarded and there's literally no good reason to worship a retard. For what? If you have all the intelligence in the fucking universe, right? I mean, you literally made the universe. You know literally every single possible thing, and yet you're gonna get upset at anything. Something is fucking wrong with you. Usually you get upset because you don't have control. That's usually what sparks people's fucking anger. When you feel a loss of control over a situation that is not going the way that you intended, right? You go to work and then all of a sudden find out, oh, you've been fired. What the fuck? I've been doing all this shit and y'all gonna let me go over some dumb shit? I was fucking so dedicated and y'all gonna do, or you find your girl cheating on you. What the fuck? God damn it, I was bringing you flowers and that's the way you gonna do me. Usually you get angry over things like that. But when you literally have the literal total control, like you literally have complete control, and yet you still have bitch-made ass anger issues, something is fucking wrong with you. How the fuck are you super duper, and yet you got super duper anger issues? Like, dude, you created the game. How are you getting mad at the game that you created? You made it! You literally have all the power. You know the game in and out, upside down. You know what's gonna happen. You know that if you press the big red button, it's gonna fucking unleash the motherfucking quasods, and the quasods are gonna fucking destroy the Mechalin, and then when the Mechalin get destroyed, that's gonna hurt the economy for the ping-pings over in the fucking other quadrant. How the fuck you get mad over that shit when you knew that was gonna happen? Why did you fucking press the big red button if that's not what you wanted to happen? If you created the big red button, and you know that pressing the big red button activates that mechanism, and then you press it anyway, you are retarded. I'm sorry to break it to you. I know you probably don't like to hear that. You probably might think that that's blasphemous, but I'm sorry to break it to you. That's basic logic. If you have a certain intention and you have complete control of whether or not your intent can be implemented, and yet somehow you still fuck the fuck up, what is your fucking problem? The fuck is your problem? I mean, that's literally what caused me to lose my faith. Literally. I show the passage all the time. It's 1 Samuel 15. Long story short, the Lord fucked up. I was literally just showing a pastor the other day, a literal pastor. I was showing him his own book. Motherfuckers want to be on that. Well, God don't make mistakes. They love to say retarded shit like that. And I showed them their own book. Actually, read that last sentence. And God regretted his decision. How can the Lord regret his decision if the Lord didn't feel like the Lord made a mistake? You usually don't regret non-mistakes. If I do something intentionally and I know what the outcome is going to be and that outcome happens, that's what I wanted, right? I wanted that outcome. But see, if I wanted a certain outcome, I have control of the situation, but I intentionally choose an option that won't lead to the outcome that I want, that means the problem is with me. I'm the problem. If I have control, right? My goal is to take this lighter and place it on the table, but instead of happening, I just drop it. Now I'm mad as fuck. They ain't lay on the table. I wanted to place it on the table, and I dropped it. What the fucking shit? Now I'm mad at you because I fucking dropped the fucking lighter. How much fucking sense does that make? I fucked up, but I'm mad at you because I fucked up. Even though I have complete control of the lighter. I mean, knocking on wood, as far as I'm aware, I don't have ALS, okay? So I have control of the lighter. If I want to place it on the table, I can literally just place it on the fucking table. And now my actual intention of placing the lighter on the table is now on the table. That's why I want it to happen. But if I know that if I drop the lighter, it will not land on the table, and I choose intentionally to drop it anyway, well then that's my fault. How can I get mad for intentionally fucking up if I knew that that's what would happen if I chose the other option? It's not like, oh, something flew out of nowhere and hit my arm and caused me to drop the lighter, right? Something that happened beyond my control, right? There could be something that happens. I could get a surge of electricity through my body. I could have a surge of pain through my body. I could suffer a stroke or get a little sleepy or something. I could get lost in thought. I could just have a burst of energy, a burst of anger. Something could happen beyond my control that could hinder my ability to complete my intentioned action. But if I have complete control of my faculties, and on top of that, I have complete control of the whole entire universe, then what the fuck excuse is that? That doesn't make any goddamn sense whatsoever. And yet, people far and wide think, no, that totally makes sense. Which is crazy, because it goes to show you how people get caught up in supporting all kinds of antisocial people, organizations, behaviors, right? People have a fascination with the antisocial. Now, when I say antisocial, I don't mean like asocial, like somebody who doesn't like to socialize, somebody who likes to keep to themselves. No, I mean antisocial as in they're against society. They are diametrically opposed to society. They want to destroy and ruin society. These are people that tend to, at least a subgroup of them, contain what are called psychopaths. Okay, not all antisocial people are psychopaths, but all psychopaths are antisocial. So let's make that distinction. So at least as far as I'm aware, according to the DSM-5. So the whole point is that, what are we doing? Why would you want to support a cosmic psycho. For what? I get how theism came to be over the years when we didn't have the scientific method. When people far and wide were generally ignorant about how the world, how physics, how the environment actually fucking work. I get that people have been, and even today are largely super ignorant about all that. But see, in the modern age, there's really no excuse for their ignorance. I mean, there is, but there isn't. There is, but there isn't. Here's what I mean. People have the ability, if they so chose, to find information if they really wanted to find it. That's how I came to know a lot of the things that I know. Because I have a fucking thirst for knowledge. I'm a fucking nerd. I can't help but want to understand shit. Now, I have my limits. There's certain things I can't do. Programming, I don't know why. I just can't make heads or tails of that shit. I've studied programming. I've studied different languages. And it's just not my cup of tea. I just can't do it. I mean, I probably really could if I really focused. But it's like, I just don't want to. That's why I fuck with the AI. I can do the AI shit all day. I can fuck with AI all fucking day. That's what I do. I'm doing it right now. But in general, I like to know what the hell I'm talking about. That's why I'm always Google searching shit. Somebody says a word I've never heard before, I have to look it up because I have to know what it means so that perhaps I can add it to my vocabulary. And now I know a word and I can throw it at your ass. You know what I'm saying? I can hit you like an onomatopoeia. Wham! You know what I'm saying? Like, I like knowing what the hell I'm fucking talking about. I like being an educated person. I like hitting you with turns of phrase and hitting you with all kinds of fucking quotes and quotables and all that type of shit. That's what makes me fucking dope. That's why I'm the greatest. And don't you ever forget that fucking shit. That's why I'm so fucking dope. So, at the end of the day, yes, we're on the fucking hamster wheel, spinning our fucking wheels, just sitting in one place. That's one of the reasons why I'm adding a new term to my fucking long-winded fucking hyper-capitalist, plutocratic, oligarchical, that whole shit. Adding mediocratic. We are a mediocrity. We love being a mediocrity. In other words, we love being mediocre as fuck. Right? People always talk about American exceptionalism, but what the fuck is exceptional about America? We can't even fucking make it to the fucking last few rounds of the motherfucking World Cup. The motherfucking president of the United States tried to cheat. And we still fucking lost. He gonna pull some strings and have the motherfucking suspension lifted, and we still got our asses kicked. So what the fuck was the point of that? And by the way, the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ didn't fucking come through and give us a motherfucking miracle, spiritual miracle, so that we could win the game and then win the series and then win the motherfucking World Cup. So what the fuck? I'm still trying to figure out what the hell is so exceptional about America. We are exceptionally corrupt. That is a fact. We are exceptionally violent. Oh, we are the most violent country in the fucking world. We are literally the only country that has literally used an actual nuclear weapon. And that's why it trips me out. We talk about, oh, we don't want Iran to get a weapon, but we're the ones that have done it. We're the ones who have used it. Can't nobody else say that shit. And then people wonder why motherfuckers are so fucking scared of us or so fucking like, you know, just don't fuck with us. Because we have a bunch of fucking loonies and psychopaths and crazies who gain positions in office, who subscribe to all this sci-fi fantasy fucking crazy shit, and they drop bombs because they feel that in the next life they'll be fucking honored as fucking being super duper morally super duper. Because they believe some retarded ass bullshit that they can't demonstrate right this second. And I'm talking about members of both major parties. We don't discriminate. I saw a fucking post earlier. Some retard said some shit like, pedophiles are Republicans or some shit like that. And of course I had to get on that. Now you know there are pedophiles in both major parties. There were members of both major parties who were represented in the Epstein files and throughout history. So the fact that people today day in the modern age still play this partisan politic bullshit sickens me. Because it's literally a race to the bottom. These fucking politicians, these political parties don't say shit about what they're actually going to do to help society. They talk a lot about the sci-fi fantasy crazy shit and a bunch of fucking like platitudes. That's why I hate platitudes. I'm all about practical action. I'm all about how do we actually make an impact that is pragmatic, that is practical, that is effective, efficient, substantive, useful, that is actually actionable, and that has a measured impact. Because all I see from Christianity and all these different religions is violence, mayhem, corruption, manipulation, and an extreme amount of rape, particularly child rape. And they don't seem to ever want to talk about it. They don't seem to ever want to acknowledge it, or acknowledge their complete inability to do anything about it, and more importantly, their seeming complete unwillingness to do anything about it, right? In relation to the video we just watched about the fucking, that situation with the church, like, that is par for the fuck. We've covered so many cases like that. Like, one of the things I've started showing recently is this, NBC News has this series called Pastors and Pray. A year-long NBC News investigation exposed decades of sex abuse and cover-ups in the Assemblies of God, the world's largest Pentecostal denomination, triggering a pastor's arrest and calls for reforms to protect children. Okay, I'm here to tell you, there's no reform. You can't reform a rapist. You just can't. You can't reform a rape culture. That's what they are. That's why I'm anti-theist. Or I should say that's one of many other reasons. That's yet another reason as to why I'm an anti-theist. Because on actual pragmatic, practical issues, particularly the most fucking, how do you want to say, the most controversial, I guess, right? Because people love to virtue signal when it comes to specifically like pedophilia, hebephilia, phebophilia. People love to act super holier than thou. They love to publicly condemn that shit. They love to be super duper vocal about that shit. All these people are such pieces of shit. I can't stand them. They're so horrible and terrible. We should castrate them. I can't wait till they get to prison so that Big Bubba can have his way with this dude. They don't usually have that same energy when the motherfucker got a pastor next to his name, minister next to his name, father next to his name, bishop next to his name, pope next to his name, or any of these fucking sci-fi fantasy loony fucking titles that they have to get themselves, right? Priest or fucking whatever the fuck. Like, all of a sudden, motherfuckers switch up, and now all of a sudden, you start hearing the excuses. You start hearing the, well, but see, you don't understand, you know what I mean? Like, he had free will, and God works in mysterious ways. Alright, look, I'm not the biggest fan of mysteries, okay? I like to know what the fuck is up. What's the deal? I mean, I like mysteries in terms of movies, right? TV shows and video games, right? I love mystery movies and fictitious content, right? That we know is fiction. But not this retarded ass sci-fi fantasy lunacy that you want to assert is the truth. Hitting me with the, oh, it's such a mystery, you never know, the vague, ambiguous nonsense. We're done with that. The whole point of the scientific method is to cut through the fucking bullshit so that we can figure out what the fuck is going on, so that we can not only gain an understanding of it, but perhaps take that understanding and turn it into action. creating new technologies, creating new tools, creating new fucking innovations, using it to enhance our current tools, or create new, more efficient tools, so that we can have a better understanding, so that we can perform better, more accurate, more comprehensive experiments, so that we can constantly iterate our constant improvement. The sci-fi fantasy nonsense of theism is just a bunch of tar talk all over the fucking place. Nothing gets done, nothing gets accomplished, and at the end of the day, motherfuckers in my comments bitching and moaning, oh, well, you don't understand the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, you don't understand my faith, you don't understand the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, you don't understand, you're just denying the Lord, you're just denying His existence, you just don't want to believe it, you just don't want it, and I'm just like, okay, well, show us. Just show us right now. All you gotta do is provide us with something useful, something like comprehensive, something that is so amazing that we would be like, wow, there you go. You are absolutely correct. There's the Lord right there. He's, she, they, them, whatever identity it goes, whatever pronouns that they go by. There they are. Wow. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Here they are, all three of them. The three and the one and the three, the triune trinity, triumvirate, triforce thing, that thing. The thing of all the things. The thing that supposedly created every single fucking thing that could be the thing of all the things. Here's the three things, the one and three, the three and one of the things. And yet to this day, that we get nothing. We get no thing. We don't get a thing. We get not a thing. We get no things. There is literally nothing, no thing. Out of billions of fucking people over thousands of years, they still got a bunch of fucking nothing. A bunch of fucking nothing. It's so bad. I literally have, I've encountered so many people. Especially when I was on TikTok, but like, I've encountered so many people, they will say any and everything about why they can't demonstrate the Lord. They'll say He's outside the space of time. They'll say He's above the firmament, whatever the fuck that is. They'll say, oh, He's like in another dimension, or oh shit, you see those trees? Yeah. Trees. Fucking trees. They like to talk into the abstract. They like to say things like, well, all the data is showing that everything is leading to and pointing to a creator. Everything is pointing to a creator. Whatever the fuck that means. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. I don't know what they're basing that on, but even if I granted them that claim, how then does it mean that it's leading to their creator? How do you know it's not leading to me? How do you know I'm not the creator? How do you know I didn't create everything? How do you know? Because you have just as much evidence for your sci-fi fantasy bullshit as I do. Except, actually, no, you don't. Because, see, I actually exist. I'm right here in front of your face every fucking day. I'm right here. Challenging you, I'm loud and obnoxious about it. I'm saying, hey, Christians, hey, theists, hey, Muslims, hey, Hindus, hey, all of y'all, whatever brand of Delulu that you subscribe to, where the fuck is you and your super duper, supernatural, super intelligent, super duper thing? Where's that super duper thing they were talking about? You know, like when y'all come in my comments, you're making fun of the Lord. He will not be mocked, and He will not. No. Yes, he will. He will be mocked. He will continuously be mocked until one of you fucks can come up with something of substance that's like, wow, I'm not gonna mock you anymore because you are absolutely real. And I'm not talking about your bitch-ass fucking threats. You can save that shit, okay? Ain't none of you hoe-ass motherfuckers coming to the south side of Chicago to do what? You know what Chicago's all about. You know what Killer Ward is all about. You see it in the name. It's called Killer Ward. You ain't coming to Killer Ward killing shit unless you from Killer Ward. Otherwise, get your bitch ass the fuck off out my neighborhood. You ain't coming through here to do nothing. You ain't no motherfucking goddamn brave ass motherfucker. I don't care how retarded you are. There's limits to tardation. Y'all know damn well y'all ain't trying to come to no Chicago and try to do shit. Cause you know what the fuck. You know what the fuck. Fam. Had a classmate killed down the street like a few months ago. I used to wonder what happened to that boy. And then, damn. Now we found out what happened to that boy. That boy no longer exists. You gotta say R.I.P. to that boy. You gotta talk about him in the past tense because he's no longer around us. He's no longer among us. He's no longer with us. That's what happens in Killer Ward. That's probably why they call it that. So if you think you finna come here and do what? You and what army? The Lord? The ultimate supernatural, super intelligent, super weapon? Yeah, that's not gonna help you. That's not gonna help you. Because if you actually had that, then you could just present that right now and we ain't gotta have any fucking fight. We don't have to have a fight at all. We shouldn't have to have a fight. That's the whole point of this shit. That's why I don't understand why y'all get so fucking violent. Actually, no, I do understand why you get so fucking violent. Because you know that you're full of shit and you're so fucking retarded that you don't understand that, hey, maybe I should shut the fuck up with my tardation shit. You want to believe the shit that you want to believe so fucking bad that you will kill other motherfuckers. You will hurt other motherfuckers. Hell, you might even hurt yourself over this crazy shit. I mean, look at those fuckers in fucking the Middle East, the fucking suicide bombers and shit. Motherfuckers, or like, what the hell kind of crazy shit is that? You know how fucked up your mind has got to be to say, you know what, I'm going to kill myself because I love the Lord so much. Like, what the hell kind of shit is that? What's the point of that? Oh, because you think somebody told you that when you die, somehow some version of you is gonna magically get transported to some other dimension, to some other realm of existence where you're gonna experience all these wonderful. Show us that shit right the fuck now. What reason do you have to believe any of that crap? For what? For what? Why? Why wouldn't you want to have those things here in real life? You know, while you're actually fucking alive, while you're still of sound mind, while you're still conscious, while you're still sane, wouldn't you want to actually experience these things in real life? Why would you want to die? Why would you want to have to die to experience that shit? We don't know that there's an afterlife. I know that y'all want to fucking believe that shit. I know y'all are so retarded. Y'all want to believe that so fucking bad. So fucking bad. Y'all want to believe it so bad. And look, I get it. Look, we've all lost loved ones. We've all lost loved ones for various reasons, whether it's poor health, injury, old age, accident, murder, overdose, suicide, whatever the case may be. We've all experienced it, and if we didn't personally experience it, we've seen others experience it. We see it every fucking day. This is real life. That's why I'm so abrasive. That's why I'm so condescending. That's why I'm so direct. That's why I'm an asshole about this shit. Because we ain't got time to keep fucking playing nice with you hoe ass motherfuckers. That's why I will say whatever. I don't give a fuck if you get offended by me. What up, famo? Yeah, fire. That's why I don't give a fuck who I offend. If you get offended, you should be offended. Because you're probably retarded. And somebody needs to inform you of this fact that something is wrong with your fucking brain. And the reason why I say this is because we're all retarded. That's why I bring the facts to you. I don't just use the R word because, oh, I just want to be offensive. No, it's because y'all need to understand. We all have microplastics and forever chemicals crossing our blood-brain barrier. All of us. All of us. Motherfuckers born with the shit. In fact, reason number 1,276 as to why women survive and live longer than men is because women are actually able to offload some of their microplastics and forever chemicals by giving birth. I had one of the members ask me one time, like, because he's more of a leftist than me, you know what I'm saying? So he don't like it when I say a lot of the words that you shouldn't say, the R word, the F word, this word, that word, all these other weird ass words that for some reason mean that people should be, I'm in my feelings. So, especially too because he works in medicine, right? So I'm like, what's the baseline? What's the baseline of a sane person? You ever thought about the fact that we've never really established one? That we've never established what the baseline for what being a reasonable person is? I know that a lot of people like to think that it's being some sort of sci-fi fantasy fan club member, but I beg to differ, right? I mean, let me take that back. A person who's a sci-fi fantasy fan club member who believes the fan club to be reality. I'm not talking about if you're a fan of sci-fi fantasies, right, and you understand that they're fantasies. I'm talking about the people who are members of fantasy clubs but who assert and believe that this shit is actually real. Like theists do. Yeah. Something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you if you think that believing something for no good reason makes sense. That's literally the antithesis of sense. That's literally anti-logic. Believing something for no good reason. Believing something because you want to believe it. Believing something because your mom or your dad told you to. We live in the modern age now. We don't have to talk in fucking generalities and metaphors no more. We can have straight up direct discussions now. We can be accurate. That's why I say all the time, I don't do the back and forth. When it comes to reality, the only people who should be doing the backs and forths are the experts who are doing the work in the fields of cosmology and quantum physics and shit like that. They should be the ones doing the back and forths, and we should shut the fuck up and listen to what the hell they have to say. And who knows, maybe we could fucking join the party and actually help contribute to figuring shit out. Because sitting here arguing, well, I believe there's a God, well, I don't believe. Ain't no point of that. That discussion goes nowhere. That's why I don't deal with that discussion. Everybody else got a discussion. I'm not with that shit. If you're saying there is a God, show us right now. Miss me all the bullshit. Miss me with any and every argument that you could possibly think of. I'm not here to hear it. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I've heard it all. And when I tell you I don't want to hear it, I mean that. I will block the fucking shit out of you because there's no point in these retarded ass back and forth debates. Ain't no debate. There's no time for debates. Now it's time to demonstrate. If you're going to sit here and say that there's a demon, then demonstrate it. Now! Show us the mechanism that you have developed for how to detect these demon things so that then we can actually figure out how to eradicate the demons so that we can ultimately win the fight against the evils, demons, and Satan and all that dumb shit, that retarded shit I'll be talking about. Otherwise, what the fuck are you talking about? Why are you talking about? Why are we talking about? What is the value in talking about any of this crap? The only reason why it's valuable to talk about now is because there's so many fucking billions of people who subscribe to this crazy shit. And they're way too fucking powerful, way too rich, and way too fucking retarded for us to just let them keep tarting out and hurting us and destroying the fucking world en route to their sci-fi fantasy fucking fan club fuckery. Fuck that shit. It's time for them to wake the fuck up and not get the fuck off with the crazy shit. Not get the fuck off with the talking and retarded ass mind-numbing behavior. That's why I am so rude. I don't care. Be rude. Be mad. Be offended. Hit me with the, oh, you're such an evil atheist, and you're so filled with hate, and you're so filled with, hit me with all your fucking excuses. Hit me with all your crybaby, cockamamie bullshit. And then go get your fucking daddy, Jesus, and then have him fucking come and dress me like a fucking man. Stop being a little bitch. Because he's so real and all. Y'all keep talking about, oh, he coming back. Even though y'all say he's omnipresent, so he should already be here. Where the fuck is he at right now? Why is it that zero of you can show us where the fuck this dude is at right now? How is there billions of people who can't show us right now where this supposed wonderful super duper dude is at? Because we could use his help right now. If he's super duper as you claim he is, then why the fuck is he not here right now helping us right now? Why the fuck is everything going to shit and you bitch ass motherfuckers who have all the fucking resources, who have all the control, who are in every single possible government position you could possibly want to have, failing so fucking hard to figure any of this crap out right now? Why the fuck is the government every fucking year, annually, government threatening to shut down, and then we just had the longest shutdown ever before in history? All you Jesus freaks are in the government. Y'all have a direct connection to the Lord. So how the fuck is your fucking goddamn Jesus app failing to create a fucking sensible goddamn country? What the hell is wrong with you retards? And you're so fucking retarded that you're doing everything possible to try to prevent me from fucking reaching you bitch ass retards, to expose the fact that you're clearly retards because you don't know what the hell you're doing. All it takes is a basic simple set of questions to show to the whole entire world that y'all don't know what the hell you're doing. Either that or that what you're doing is psychotic, psychopathic, and needs to stop immediately, because you are not helping the world. You are not helping society. You are not helping the future of humanity. In fact, you are standing directly in the way of our collective ability to survive and thrive and to ensure our survival for the years and eons to come. As a result of this hyper-capitalist, plutocratic, oligarchical, conquistocratic, kleptocratic, gerontocratic, theocratic, idiocratic, craziocratic, mediocratic, techno-feudalist corporatocracy. This nation that's being run by a bunch of rich, old, goofy-ass, thieving-ass, conniving-ass, idiotic, imbecilic, corrupt, unqualified, mediocre loving ass Jesus freaks who don't know shit about fuck other than being bitch ass simps to the rich, the banks, the corporations, and the churches, stealing from us, giving to them, and acting like somehow they're fucking helping us, acting like what they're doing is so super duper super amazing. Super duper super amazing. Oh no, this bill is totally going to help the American public by fucking raping you and taking all your money and removing your rights and removing all your power and removing your fucking property, adding in fucking AI data centers, taking your fucking homes away from you, kicking you out the fucking country, all types of crazy shit, acting like somehow, yeah, we're supposed to be like, woohoo, yeah, it totally makes fucking sense. Yeah, totally makes fucking sense. Oh, by the way, it's both major parties, by the way. Before Trump, Obama had deported more people than literally every single president before him combined. Just want y'all to understand that. We could just keep going, but the fact of the matter is, I don't play the game of partisan politics. Even though I am a political leftist, I am not... I'm going to vote Democrat. I'm going to vote blue no matter who. That's retarded. Democrats have failed for decades. I know, because I live in Chicago, which is a super duper Democrat city, and if you are a person with a brain, you can clearly see that Democrats are suboptimal. In a city where they have carte blanche pretty much to do what the fuck that they want, this is the best they can fucking do. This is the best they can fucking do. All kinds of violence, gang, fucking, criminal crime fucking lifestyle. The shit's being lionized in the media. Motherfuckers want to be criminals, so then motherfuckers emulate criminals, and it becomes a vicious cycle. There's no fucking infrastructure to help them, and then we get a fucking $800 billion fucking dollar library. Let me 800 million, an $800 million presidential library. They couldn't think of anything else to put that $800 million to. I'm not saying, oh, we shouldn't have a library, but I mean, to spend $800 million, that's the best you could think to do. Create a library. Create a library. Now, I'm not saying, oh, we shouldn't have libraries. Of course we should have libraries. I'm just saying that, like, that's the best thing you could think of to do with $800 million. $800 million. If you can show me how this $800 million library is going to make Chicago the safest, most fucking highly fucking idealistic city, modern city to live in the world, that I will take back what I am saying right now. I will take back what I am literally sitting here saying, and I'll be like, you know what, actually that fucking library is the shit. Chicago then turned all the fucking way around. All this gang shit then disappeared. Now motherfuckers is fucking becoming computer engineers and fucking cybersecurity experts, and they're fucking helping to maintain the American infrastructure and contributing positively to American society and helping us work interdependently. Yeah, they're not doing that. We already know that. I don't even know why we even have to have these conversations. We know that these sci-fi fantasy loony loving motherfuckers love grandiosity, love having their fucking legacy left with their fucking, oh, they got a building that they got a name on, or they got a fucking bill named after them or some shit. But the state of America is still going to shit. Still falling apart. Still getting worse by the day. And these sci-fi fantasy loonies that supposedly have a direct connection to the Lord are so retarded and out of their fucking minds delusional that they think they're doing a great fucking job. They think that they are killing it. They think that they are out here making the world super duper awesome. That we should just be like, wow. We are living in such wonderful, beautiful, wonderful times. It just doesn't get any better than this. And yet, these are the kinds of things that I see come across my fucking timeline. Well, it didn't come across my timeline. I Googled it like I always do. But these are the things that we see in the fucking news. Advocate describes need for reform in Oklahoma to prevent child abuse. How are you going to fucking do that when you love the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ so fucking much there? Talking about how Cindy Clemisher accused Texas megachurch pastor Robert Morris of sexual abuse. I don't know how long ago that was. But the fucking point is, how are you going to make that happen? I guess that's it? Is there a video or some shit? Am I missing something? I don't know what that's about. All I know is this. I guess that was the article. But there is no reform. There is no reform. That's like saying you're going to reform NAMBLA. And for those of you who are unaware of what NAMBLA is, yeah, you should just probably look it up. I would show you. But, for one, I'm not really the biggest fan. How about this? I'll tell you what NAMBLA stands for. Okay? For those of you who are unaware. I'm not going to show you, but I'm going to tell you. NAMBLA. NAMBLA. Now I want to get it right. They are the North American Man-Boy Love Association. Alright? So, I mean, that's like saying, oh yeah, you're going to reform NAMBLA. We're going to try to make the North American Man-Boy Love Association, like, reform their man-boy love? Fam, that's what they are. That's what they do. This is par for the course. This isn't just like only like a couple of bad apples. Right? Like, no, this is the rule. This is what they do. This is what they have done, and they're never going to change. There is no, now that there's these cases happening, they're gonna stop. Fam, do you not understand how many billions of dollars in fucking settlements have been made in just this year? Just this year. I mean, we got 2 settlements just within the past couple months. One in San Francisco like a week or two ago for like 400 million. It was like 395 million. We can round that up to 400 million. And then a couple months ago in June, late June, I do believe, in May, it was May 1st actually, it was May 1st in New York, 800 million. So 800 million, 400 million, 800 million, 400 million. Just 2 states. 2 states, and actually 2 cities if you're going to be real. 2 cities. 2 different cities in 2 different states, and we're already north of $1 billion just with those 2. And there's been many more settlements within the past year. Each one, hundreds of millions in the settlement. Thousands of victims. Each case. And we're going to sit here and act like this isn't par for the course. This isn't like a couple of bad apples. We find stories nearly every single day of some new loony, of some goofy, of some clown, of some charlatan, some scam artist getting caught, getting accused, getting arrested, getting charged, getting indicted, getting fucking convicted, getting sentenced, forced to resign, all this type of shit. Nearly every day. Nearly every fucking day. Right? I said we used to do this all the time on TikTok. They hated it so much they pretty much forced us off of TikTok. They pretty much forced us off of TikTok because, of course, TikTok likes to protect pedophiles, predators of all kinds. That's what they do. I'm literally showing the information. I'm not making shit up. I'm not just sitting here making blanket, baseless accusations. I'm doing what exactly I'm doing now. And not even at this level. I'm literally, I didn't have a webcam, so I'm literally using my phone and showing, my camera to the screen. Now I have a fucking webcam. I can show y'all the screen directly. And y'all can see how, you see the date on this? This is just 3 days ago. Chicago pastor charged with alleged sexual abuse of nieces under his guardianship. Come on, fam. 3 days ago. I don't need to make up shit. And this is my big thing about when I do these stories. I don't have to fucking sit here and make a goddamn thing up. This is every day. This is literally every day. And despite it all, they seem to not have any motherfucking thing to say about this shit. Look at this shit, right? It says right here, Pastor Burton Salgado of Iglesia Manantial de Vida in Chicago's West Englewood neighborhood faces a charge of predatory criminal sexual assault and 2 charges of aggravated criminal sexual abuse, okay? And I just want to highlight this part right here, that the fucking church, I guess, is located at 6010 South Ashton Avenue. That's literally 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes away depending on traffic from where I'm at right now. That's right there. Okay? And now, that's in addition to the other fucking priest, right? That got caught or that got accused last week. That's down the street. And I can show y'all that real quick. So add that number up to the one I said before. Right? Look at the date on this. 9 days ago, St. Sabina parishioners defend Father Flagger after sexual abuse allegation. Because, of course, Christians support weirdos. That's what they do. Of course, they're going to stand behind this fucking weirdo. Because that's what they do. That's why there's so many of these stories throughout history. This is not just some shit I just made up, right? These are 2 stories from here, right? Within this fucking area. Inglewood is literally right there. Right there. I could grab this motherfucking webcam and we could walk to Inglewood right now. It's a stone's throw is an understatement. More like a bullet throw. But the fact of the matter is, this is what they do. You can't reform this. You can't reform this. They have everything. If they didn't want to be on this type of time, they could just not be on this type of time. They have all the resources available. They have all the manpower. They have hundreds of millions of people. They have trillions of dollars. If they didn't want to have a rape culture, they could just not have one. They could literally say, you know what, we got all these trillions of dollars. Let's use some billions of them to fucking, I don't know, try to stop all this rape shit. They don't do that. They won't do that. How many fucking churches today, right? We call it Senseless Sundays for a fucking reason. How many churches today came together to talk about, man, we have a major problem with fucking child sex abuse in the fucking church. Story after 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 story every day is making us look really bad. We gotta show these people that we really are about showing the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ to all these people that we're really not on this fucking type of time. We're really not all about this fucking crazy shit. That's not who we are. We're all about Jesus. We're all about the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. By the way, I want to show, this is the fucking goofy piece of shit right here. This is the pastor from the story 3 days ago. Just so y'all see what the fuck his weirdo ass looks like. Alright, so there's that. But like, you would think that they would be like, yo, this is really, really bad press. But see, they don't really have to worry about bad press because the press suppresses the press for them. That's why they're pressed when somebody like me actually presses them about this fucking crazy shit. That's why they forced me off of TikTok. Because I'm so direct, I'm so abrasive, they ain't gonna like it when the motherfucker being like, yo, what the fuck is this shit? Why the fuck is this shit constantly happening? How come every single fucking day we just keep finding story after story after story after story after story after fucking story? Look at this. This is from the New York Post. This is from fucking, note the time, that's from yesterday. Mississippi pastor's son, wife covered up teen rape victim's pregnancy. What the fuck is that shit? What the fuck is that type of shit? A Mississippi community is reeling after a pastor's son and two mothers, including the victim's own, allegedly participated in the disturbing cover-up of a 14-year-old rape victim's pregnancy that involved fabricating DNA evidence and even allegedly hosting a baby shower. Dawson Brown, 27, is charged with 1 count of statutory rape and 2 counts of sexual battery and 1 count of human trafficking after reportedly assaulting and impregnating the teenager, who was 13 years old at the time, according to W. Locks. And by the way, that would make him a hebephile. A hebephile. Online rumors circulated in Poplarville that College Heights Baptist Church threw the alleged victim, who lived with the Brown family, a baby shower, according to the Daily Mail. Though the church itself is not accused of wrongdoing. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, in this case, the church gets plausible deniability. But see, the fact of the matter is, this type of shit is constantly happening damn near every fucking day. The shit don't fucking stop. The shit don't end. And when you ask all these fucking theists, hey, what the fuck? Why is it? Oh, we got a video. Why is it that you end up having these kinds of situations that happen and the Lord can't be found for any of it? Check it out. Okay, so check that out, okay? So, this is what I'm talking about. This is par for the course. This is basically what happens. Where's the Lord? Hey, Christians, where the fuck is the goddamn Lord? So he can answer for why so many fucking weirdos want to rape children in the name of the Lord. And I want to make this clear, by the way, just in case these goofies want to come at me and say all this, oh, you don't understand, you're so filled with hate. These are your kids, by the way. I hope y'all understand as Christians. These are your kids. The kids that are being raped are Christian kids, okay? Why don't y'all talk about this Christian on Christian crime? Why are y'all so opposed to bringing this up in regular conversation? And why do y'all always fail so fucking miserably to do like anything about it? Like, why is it that y'all never have any kind of plan of or course of action? Y'all can't consort with the Lord and use your trillions of dollars and all your vast resources, all your fucking connections and your celebrities and your fucking athletes to come together to figure out how to protect the goddamn children in your own fucking communities, you pieces of shit! Y'all care more about unborn kids than your own kids. And then y'all wonder how y'all kids get so fucked up. Because y'all don't care. Y'all don't actually care about the kids. Y'all care about the sci-fi fantasy crap more than reality. The fact that your kids are at risk and probably have been assaulted and are being assaulted because these stories are happening every day. They're being discovered every fucking day. We don't have to search hard and long to find these stories. These stories are too fucking easy to find because they happen nearly every fucking day. Nearly every day. We don't have to search too hard because it doesn't stop. I mean, we just keep finding more and more and more and more headlines. Things like, oh, Buffalo Diocese should have closely monitored priests after harassment case. Yeah. They should do a lot of shit, but they don't. Isn't that crazy? They always fail to do shit, like protect, but they have everything they need. The fact that, I mean, Buffalo, they had a fucking $176 million fucking settlement, some hundreds of millions. Just know it's hundreds of millions. The number don't even matter. It's the fact that it's hundreds of millions, meaning there's countless people who have been assaulted. The fact of the matter is, there's a lot of shit that the church should have done that they don't do and have never done and will never do because that's not what they want to do. There's literally nothing stopping them. When they say, oh, the church should have, well, then why didn't they? Don't they have the Lord? Isn't the Lord holding them all accountable? Isn't that what the Lord does? No! The Lord will never hold these fucking weirdos accountable because there is no Lord. That's why I know there is no God, because I am right here directly challenging theists of any and every kind to show us the Lord right now. And out of billions of motherfuckers, all they need is one single theist of any kind. Whatever brand of crazy that you subscribe to, all it takes is one of you fucks to show us that you're actually not crazy, that you actually have facts, data, information, statistics, that you actually have justification for your retarded ass belief. And then it wouldn't be a retarded ass belief, it would just be the facts, it would just be the information, it would just be data, and then I would have no choice but to accept it, because why would I, a reasonable person, reject a literal piece of data that you can present that is substantial? That would change everything. You would change all of us right now. And yeah, these fuckers they can't change shit because they have nothing. That's why you see stories like this, right? Every day. This is from, look at the date. This is from, so this was published June 4th, but it was updated a couple days ago. Okay? Look at this. Former Toledo Catholic school teacher arrested for guess what? Weird. Wow. Oh. See, this is what I'm saying, man. It never ends. It never ends. It will never end. This is all over the world. We're looking at all these different municipalities, all these different cities, all these different states, hell, even different countries. Look at this one. Former priest at St. Catherine of Alexandria accused of, guess what? Guess fucking what? Father Kenneth Fleck, an administrator at St. Catherine in 2022, is accused of sexually abusing a minor over 30 years ago at another parish. Yeah, and by the way, the wind blows in Chicago, the sky is blue, chicken tastes good, and I like music. I don't fucking know. Like, dude. And check this. This is over by my way. Look. Oak Lawn, Illinois. That's literally South Chicagoland area. Like, literally a stone's throw from where I'm at right now, too. A former priest who served at St. Catherine of Alexandria Church has been accused of sexually abusing a minor. Father Kenneth Fleck was an administrator at the Oak Lawn Parish in 2022. Cardinal Blase Kupich notified parishioners at multiple South Side and South Suburban churches where Fleck previously served. The abuse is alleged to have occurred more than 30 years ago at Our Lady of Peace Parish in Chicago's South Shore neighborhood. Kupich said the Archdiocese of Chicago has been notified. Where's the Lord? Where's the Lord? Where is the Lord? Where is the Lord? Where the fuck is the Lord? Where the fuck is the Lord? I'm still trying to find the Lord. Where the fuck is the Lord? Where the hell is the Lord? Because, fam, all we do is find more and more and more of these stories and zero, the Lord anywhere. South Carolina religious leader accused of using role to control victims of sex assaults. Let's watch this video real quick. Okay, I guess that's not the actual video. They gotta... Are they gonna talk about the actual topic, or... talking about the wrong war? Okay, I guess they're not. It's just a fucking random bullshit ass news segment thing. Alright, fuck that. Anywho, this fucking loser, this piece of garbage, I guess, what's his name? Louis Al-Khatib. They said that he is accused of using his position as religious leader and school administrator to hold power over women during sex assaults. Wow! Who could have ever guessed that that would actually happen? He's a spiritual leader at a mosque. Oh, so he's a Muslim. Okay. We finally got a Muslim on this motherfucker. Okay. Alright. For once, it's not a Christian. Congratulations, Christians! We finally found a story that doesn't involve you fucks. But yeah, I mean, but this is theism. Where's Allah, fam? Where the fuck is Allah? I'm still waiting for Allah. Where's the Allah, the Lord, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, Krishna, Vishnu, Zenu, Patinu, Bajinu, Maninu, Lalinu, whatever the fuck your super duper thing is? Yeah, show us that. Show us that. I got one more to show you. I think. Yeah, I'll just show you. I haven't read this, so we're doing it live. People who left MAGA Christianity share what it really took to step away. For many Americans raised in conservative Christian environments, faith once felt like a matter of personal conviction and community, not overt political allegiance. But over the past decade, the boundary between belief and ideology has blurred. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? One of my new sayings is that religion is politics. Politics is religion. They've never been separated. They've been the same thing. Democrats, Republicans, both been a bunch of fucking Christy Christians the whole time. They've legislated a lot of their Christianity into fucking law. They need Christianity to even get the position in the first place, which is why when they're campaigning, they're always talking about their faith and talking about their church and talking about their belief in the Lord. I mean, you can't even achieve a high position in government unless you're a sci-fi fantasy fan club member. Okay? So, that's why when we look at media and they say retarded ass dumb shit like that, the boundary between belief and ideology is blurred. Cap! There's never been a boundary, ever. Never. If there is, then why ain't I the president? Why can't I be the president? Why can't I be the president? I meet every single criteria. I meet the age criteria. I mean, that's really the only criteria. I mean, there's really no, I don't have a felony. You know what I'm saying? I got a college degree. I mean, why can't I be a president? If Trump can be a president, why can't I? Oh, because I'm an atheist. I'm an atheist. That's why. That's why. Otherwise, what the fuck? What the fuck? The first thing, all you fucking supposed constitutional lovers out there, the First Amendment, you fuckers who think that it grants you religious freedom, it does not. Because the first thing it says, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion. Why is that the first thing that it says? That doesn't sound like religious freedom to me. If Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, and yet these fuckers in government violate the First Amendment all the time. In Texas, they made a law talking about public schools got to teach the fucking Ten Commandments. That literally violates the First Amendment. If you go by the letter of what I just told you, that's a direct unconstitutional action. That is an unconstitutional action, and yet politicians do unconstitutional shit all the time, and people are so fucking retarded and ignorant, they don't know that. They don't know that. They don't care about that. They talk like they care. They'll say, oh yeah, Constitution, I love Constitution. They don't have one. And even if they did, they don't read it. They don't read it, they don't care. But anywho, let's go along. As religious leaders increasingly endorse candidates from the pulpit and worship music, share space with patriotic anthems, congregations have since fractured over public health measures, immigration, race, and the policing of cultural morality. How is that possible if they have the Lord? How could they ever fracture over anything if they have the Lord? And the Lord is so real and so true. These are exactly the problems of theism. They're clear, concrete, in fact, the worst possible version of coordination failure. A bunch of loonies who act like they have the truth, like their beliefs are rooted in reality, and they can't even agree with each other. They can't even agree with each other. Where is the Lord to get these people on the same side? It says right here, a viral video by nurse and content creator Jen Hamilton, in which she reads Matthew 25 alongside the critique of MAGA politics, crystallized the conversation that had been percolating for years. When faith and ideology clash, some believers choose to walk away because of their convictions, even if it costs them the communities that raised them, which is what they should do. And I commend them for doing that. One commenter, reflecting on their own experience, wrote, "I grew up Catholic but left the church because of the toxic views and opinions on morality. If most Christians were like you, I reckon I'd go back." That would be retarded, but okay. For many, the shift toward political entanglement has been disorienting and for some spiritually devastating. What once felt like a moral home can suddenly feel like a battleground. HuffPost spoke with former followers of MAGA Christianity about their experiences being a part of these communities and why they made the decision to step away from them. So I'm not going to read this whole fucking thing. It's pretty long, as you can see. But that's basically what the article is about. What made them leave? For many, leaving their faith community wasn't a decision made lightly. They wrestled for years with what it meant to remain faithful in a culture where religion and nationalism had become inseparably fused. Leaving cost nearly everything, said Levings, although that loss may come as a gradual spiral, step by step. The twist is that there's so much hope and determination to live an authentic life that you realize you're worth the fight. Stepping away was not a rejection of Jesus, but a reclaiming of a faith that felt morally and spiritually coherent, except that it's not coherent. This is the lesson that they should be learning. This shit is not coherent. It could never be coherent. You leaving is just the first step of coming to this realization. It is not coherent. As a former Christian myself, I can explain to you clearly it is not coherent. When I went to college, I attended a Christian college as a Christian, so I can get a Christian college Christian education on the Lord. I didn't want to just be in the church. I wanted to go to a Christian college so I could get that real high level, in-depth analysis of the word, of the Lord, of the Christianity that I held so dear to my heart. Okay, and that's why I minored in philosophy. I basically should have majored in it because I took enough credits to have a major, but that's not, it doesn't really fucking matter anyway. Couldn't get a job anyway. But like, I minored in philosophy so that I can have a logical basis for my religious faith until I and by the way, after taking astronomy, that helped open my eyes to science and cosmology. And so the more that I learned about astronomy, cosmology, logic, and philosophy, and theology, the less and less sense theology made. Theology just didn't make any fucking sense. I couldn't reconcile any of it. First of all, I always saw the problem of evil. That was always there. Why, if we believe in the Lord, then why does bad things happen to good people? Why does good things happen for bad people? Why doesn't faith seem to lead to any real genuine outcome? Oh, because this is a fucking scam. Oh, that's why. And then I would see things like, the problem of hell. Like I said earlier, if the Lord creates you with certain attributes, why would it be mad at you and then punish you for attributes it made of you? Why would it make you a certain way where you would have to be punished? That doesn't even make any fucking sense. If it doesn't want people to be a certain way, it could just make people not that way. Otherwise, what the fuck is the point? And so theists engage in these mental gymnastics to try to make sense of it. And me, I'm not trying to make mental gymnastics. I'm trying to make sense of it. I'm trying to make actual, literal, logical sense of it. And the logic is just not flowing. Ultimately, I came to realize this shit don't make any goddamn sense. And now that I really think about it, don't none of this shit make any goddamn sense. But science actually makes fucking sense. That actually makes perfect sense. Not only does it make perfect sense, it fucking works. Like a charm. That's how we get these technologies. That's how we get these different devices. That's how we get all these different medicines and all these surgical practices, all these innovations in transportation systems and transportation vehicles, and constantly improving battery life and batteries themselves and all this type of shit as a direct result of the scientific method, as a result of engineering and improvements in design and things of that nature. It doesn't come by faith. It doesn't come by praying or hoping or wishing or thinking or feeling. It doesn't happen by your feelings. You don't feel your way to developing a state-of-the-art quantum computer. You actually have to do fucking work. You actually have to study. You actually have to do a lot of experimentation. You have to actually figure out better methods of design and better fucking designs themselves so that you can create and construct a fucking device that does the thing that you are intending for it to do. Otherwise, what the hell are you fuckers talking about? Like I said, that's why I'm so direct and abrasive and such a fucking asshole. Because somebody's gotta do it. I'm not here to fucking play nice with you bitch ass losers. It's time for y'all to put up or shut the fuck up forever. If y'all are claiming y'all got the truth, show us. You are welcome to present your best case to us, right? And that's why I say all the time that theists are the worst salespeople of all time. Because they come here and then they wanna not sell their thing, they want to shove their thing down our throats, but not actually show us the thing that they want to shove down our throats. I don't understand it. They want to shove something down our throats, but they can't show us the thing. They're just a bunch of fucking cocks. So I don't understand it, so that's why I'm the way I am. Motherfuckers say I'm too abrasive for TikTok. No, TikTok is too fucking bitch made for me and for the truth. Otherwise, I wouldn't have to be here doing this. The truth would just already be out there, and I would just be supporting those who are telling the truth. As far as I'm concerned, I'm the only fucking truth teller around this bitch. And fuck all these other clowns out here who ain't talking about what the fuck I'm talking about. What the hell are we doing as a human race? What the hell are we doing as an American nation? Not a goddamn thing fucking chasing our tail, tarding around, acting like a bunch of tards, and being goofy as fuck. Running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off, with no clear focus, no clear direction, no clear aim, no clear goals that we're trying to accomplish. I ask these goofies every day, what are we doing? What are we trying to do? What are our goals? What are our aims? In the grand scheme of reality, what are we hoping to do? These goofies out here can't answer the shit, so I'm answering it for you. Our goal should be to figure everything out so that we can completely, totally, and utterly master our reality in total, whatever that means. Going where the scientific method takes us, going where quantum mechanics takes us, where fucking cosmology takes us, and everything in fucking between. Figuring it all out, and in the process, optimizing ourselves and our communities to not only prioritize our collective well-being as a whole, but to optimize us toward the ultimate goal of figuring shit out. Working interdependently with synergy. Instead of wasting our time arguing over dumb shit, instead of letting these fucking loonies waste trillions of fucking dollars on antisocial fucking bullshit, we should be working interdependently with synergy, maximizing the usage of our resources for our collective well-being on our quest to understand the totality of our reality. Otherwise, what the fuck are we doing? If it's not that, then what the fuck? I'm not trying to hear that shit. This is why I created the Ascend program. This is why I do these lives. So I could try to find my real people out there. I'm on some Morpheus type shit. Trying to find the ones who are either awake or trying to wake the fuck up. Come through. Come through to the Discord. Join the greatest community of all fucking time. Stop being a fucking dumbass bitch. Yeah, I said it. Stop being a bitch. Stop being goofy as hell. Stop being retarded. You don't have to be stupid. You don't have to be willfully ignorant. You don't have to choose nonsense. You can choose sense, and then we can try to take those cents and turn it into dollars and even more. So why don't we do that, okay? So I'm about to get off of here. I'm about to head to the Discord, head to the think tank, give me something to eat, and handle my business, and continue fucking with this Ascend program shit. So I got all these ideas, got all these fucking plans, and I'm trying to implement that shit because I want to bring some goddamn sense to this crazy ass world once and for all, okay? So stay smooth. Holla back at your motherfucking boy, man.